note I have here is just the DIY demo production. Because your most recent demo, you guys just did at home, right?
Yep, there was like guitarist Chris that done all the kind of production stuff at home. Apart from we done like drums and vocals in an actual studio kind of thing. Done that with Banana Road, just like took 2 hours for me to go through the drum tracks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I think I had to wait quite a few months so we could get back in, because that's when I went into the second lockdown.
Yeah.
And then Katie was able to go and do his vocals and stuff.
Cool.
So then all the guitars were able to just be like done at home kind of thing. Because like Chris has like bass and guitar, and the other guitars has his own stuff as well.
Yeah.
So he kind of recorded it and then was able to send it over.
Like what did you guys record on? Like what software? Did you just use a free version of something? Because that would be even better.
No. It was like, Chris just uses all the Logic, which moved on to another kind of program that he's done a lot of his beat working with. I think he's got really used to that, so I think he done the majority of it through that. Just for the life of me, I cannot remember what it's called.
Yeah, that kind of stuff we're not too keen.
That's what's annoying when Chris said he could make it. Chris.
That's great.
Well, in which case, that's not too much of a big issue. But I guess we'll start at the beginning now. How did the band start? Where did you guys come from? What's the history?
Well, you've known Chris better for the longest.
Yeah, but me and Chris were in a band called Dead at the Scene for like 5 years. Our stuff's on Spotify as well. It's quite interesting because if you listen to that and listen to what they're doing now, it's just weird how much it's changed. But we were in a band for like 5 years. That stopped. Chris went to uni, met Gary, met Fraser, the other guitarist, and then when that stopped, me and Chris were still hanging out and still recording stuff just for a laugh and all that, and he showed me one of the songs that he came up with, Kakihara. He was like, oh, listen to this, and instantly it sounded like The Chariot, and I wanted to be, that's my band, that's exactly what I want, the live stuff, the music, exactly that energy they've got. And it was exactly the minute he played it, I went, oh, that's The Chariot, and I went, oh yeah, I'll do this way. And it snowballed. It really did. He said, I've been with pals loads, and they'll say, oh, we'll join a band, we'll do a band, and it never happens. But this kind of happened. He said me stuff, set him stuff. We met and started practicing and stuff, and then Fraser and kind of Biff came in, and then we recorded first. Which is funny because most bands would do gigs first and then promote themselves that way. We didn't. We recorded a live kind of demo thing, and it was like 4-track demos. We want to say it's one take, but it is one take, kind of a song, but it's not one take all the way through. But 2 of the songs are kind of one take.
Well, most takes we took, I think, was 3 takes on one song. That was it, kind of thing. Most of it is just like no clip, just like go in, just plug it, just make it more normal, because everything nowadays is clip based. Everybody sits in the bedroom, it's all programmed drums, everything's very just like on the button. And it's more of just an old channel, like Chariot and Norma Jean stuff. Well, their kind of other stuff was done, like just like in the studio, just play live. And it just has not even like a better sound, just a different sound than everything else, because you can't, it's harder to replicate in a sense, because it is going to kind of swing in and out of time maybe.
Just that natural sound.
Exactly.
That's actually a good thing that you mentioned Norma Jean and The Chariot, because I'm a big Norma Jean fan. But like as soon as I heard you guys the other night at Opium or Legends,
man.
I keep saying that in the brackets.
Legends.
They have to say that for about 30 years until it's not known as Opium. They can change the sign, but still be Opium.
But as soon as you guys started, I went, I'm getting some strong botch vibes over here. And like some Converge stuff. So I was like, that was going to be my next question. Were those like big influences of yours? Or?
Like Converge, like other bands as well, like Deftones and I love Blood Has Been Shed. That was like, if you've never heard of it, it's Howard Jones's kind of first band. Howard Jones was in amazing, absolutely amazing. Time signatures are all over the place, but it's just such power and emotion in the voices and the music itself. Just love that. But yeah, Dillinger as well.
That's how me and Chris talked when we first met. It was back at college. We started talking about shows that we've been to, and started realising we've been to a lot of the same shows. I think it was like Dillinger and Poison Love played.
Liquid Dreams,
2004 or something.
That was it as well. It's cool.
So that we were at the same gig, they were realising that, and I've seen Dillinger like 5 times. And it was, I think it was a protest here, and then the Chariot were supporting it. Never really heard the Chariot, I heard a lot of it before I went. And we actually watched them, just
they're pretty
just watching the bass player just like throwing his bass about. That was just the thing I just remember, him not having bass on from like in the air.
Is that why you guys just don't ever play on the stage by the looks of it? Because I think all the live footage I've seen is just the bass player and you are on the stage and everybody else is not on it at all.
I think it's just so everybody's got room as well. Because a lot of the stages we were playing, it's even if we could all stand, like be on stage, you'd be in that one spot and you have like
you've got no
foot one way to move and that. And was one place we played, it was Newcastle.
Yeah.
Biff was like throwing his bass up like that, he kept hitting the roof, like the ceiling bar, and he kept tuning the bass all the time. He's hitting these big like, open notes, and it sounds just awful as hell. I'm trying to scream at Biff, Biff, and he's staring at me. But it's just because that was our first gig back after everything. It was like, that was beginning of August, was it?
Yeah. Over a year, just over a year. Because of lockdown. It was funny that it was really bad timing. Because everything snowballed, and we were doing gigs, and then a lot of promoters were like, kind of talking to us after gigs, and they're like, "Oh, we've heard your stuff," and we're like, "Oh wow, we've not been promoting it," so it's kind of like word of mouth. So that's pretty cool. And then all of a sudden lockdown happened, and then it was like, "Oh, we can't do anything," so a lot of gigs got cancelled. Then of course.
Well, they kept saying that postponed and that, but it's got back into point and say you just have to cancel. It's been that long.
Yeah, and then the first gig back was in Newcastle, and that was amazing. It was just good to kind of be back.
Well, that was like the promoter was just looking for bands from Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Specifically bands from Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was just like a note or like from Scotland or something like that. And then what is it? I think Chris had noticed that again and just messed us, and we're all free. It was just like 3 days before kind of things, and we're all like definitely up for it. So we had to have like a practice the morning up. It's like. Maybe a bit rusty, so quick hour practice just to run through the steps of it, right? And then we went down and think, wow, that looked really good.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it was funny because I was dying to do a gig. We were doing that one in Opium, and it was coming up, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to do like one gig before it. It'd be really good. And we got asked. I was like, yeah, and I was like, everybody will be working or something, but everybody seemed to be all up for it. And then we went down, done the gig. Oh, it was so much fun. But yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Just a tiny venue, detuning a bass, but fuck it, just
half the size of this.
Oh yeah, it was half. I didn't know even that, man. It was crazy.
Just absolutely tiny, and then just like amps, like massive stacks and cabs, and that way too much, but it did sound amazing.
But it was a good chaotic, fun time.
Yeah, good fun.
That's good.
As long as you're having fun.
So another question I have here is lyrical influences.
Okay.
Kind of looked into some of the lyrics from the demo, and it seems very positive yet melancholic. What's inspiring you to write these lyrics?
Well, I don't think of myself as a writer, but the one bit of advice is that was given to me is just write what you know. So it's always like, if you go through some hard times, write about that. If you go through some good times, go for that. Life isn't all jolly and good, and it's always, you have to have the bad with the good as well. And it's just how sometimes it's hard to write lyrics. You need to get the melody first, and then from there you need to. I suppose it's how you feel. I've wrote lyrics before, but I just feel like that didn't go with that song. It just that's rubbish. So I would do it again, and that goes with that song. Now I feel that. So I think it's just write how you feel. That's the only thing I could really ever tell somebody.
The song Bob Ross, I believe, is
Bob Ross.
Is that actually about him? Or?
No. It's just.
Is that about like a family member?
It's just about somebody that it's just about somebody that I care about, and still it's just thinking about somebody that I still think about. That's it. And I think I was very much up for telling people what the song meanings were. But then I was like, no, it's like if you paint a painting, you can't tell somebody this is what this is. You have to let somebody experience it and think of it themselves. So it's whatever you think it is. So if you feel it's about somebody, listen to that song and go, no, that's about this person for me. So that's I'd rather that if somebody listens to it think like that.
So it's still just open for interpretation. Oh, that's nice. So it gives it that I guess personal feel.
Yeah, exactly. But that's all it is. It's just it's somebody that I still think about. That's all it's really.
I was there was a part of me that was like, is this maybe just about Bob Ross and maybe
Bob Ross, man, he's such a good guy.
This strangely like deep song. Like when you hear it first, you're like, oh man, this is power, and then you like listen to the lyrics, and you look at the name, you're like, oh, I'm getting a lot of not like mixed messages here, but I'm like, this is a strangely powerful song for Bob Ross. So I was like, I need to know more about this.
The whole Bob Ross thing, that kind of like me. I think we're all kind of fans of like back in the MySpace age, where everybody put some songs and the names didn't really represent what the song was about, but it's a cool name, and that's where Bob Ross came. It was just I like Bob Ross, I like Bob Ross, and that's just where that name came from.
Right. Cool. So I have the name here, but I'm worried I'm going to pronounce this wrong. The guy who mastered your album or your demo, Ramesh Dodengoda. Is that how it's pronounced?
I want to say yes.
Okay, good. On the record, I tried my best.
Which one was that?
That was at the end.
Oh yeah, it's just the same. Yeah.
How did you get that to happen? Because I get people who maybe are watching this or listening. We'll see how the visuals come out. Might not know who this guy is because I didn't. But my friend James was like, "This is insane." Because he, I guess, produced or mastered some stuff for Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah, he did
a few other like super well-known bands in the scene. And I was like, how is this band that no one's ever heard about gotten him to?
Well, that was from when we recorded that single. We were recording just the drums. It was the recording guy was Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie. He just. I think we recorded it with him. He was going to do it. And then I think he passed it on to the guy. Or
he's kind of passed it on to like other people saying it was interested, and he got back kind of saying that
he was up for it.
Yeah.
And it was funny because he did it, and it sounds fantastic. And like yourself, I didn't know who he was at first, and then I started getting to know him. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is absolutely amazing. And just as we sent out that, another guy messaged us wanting to do it as well and he did Misery Signals. We did some, I think it was Misery Signals, or he helped out a few bands, and that was kind of cool. He was from America, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, but we couldn't really kind of send him anything. We never had anything to kind of do, but it's really cool if people are wanting
to mix and master stuff.
I think it's just when we could have seen the opportunity kind of thing. It's just like, we can't really say no, but at the same time, it's just like, it might not happen again, or it's just, and anyway, you can kind of see what it sounds like, what it sounds like, but that's pretty good.
This is at the end. Thank you, guys.
Righty then. I suppose I really only have one more question or one more topic, and that is, what is the future of the band? Seeing as a lot of industry people are keen to produce your stuff, do you guys see yourself going quite far with this, or are you happy to just stay relatively underground?
It's kind of
small venues, cult.
I'm happy, dude. I would love to. I've always wanted to do a festival, and I've always wanted to do a gig and say kind of like. I hate that the only thing that pops in mind is something like Download, where it's like a big kind of festival that way, where it's open and everybody. And I've always wanted to have that kind of opportunity where people are shouting the lyrics to me, and it's I've had it a little bit, but not like to a point where I feel like, oh, people know these lyrics. This is fantastic. But you know, that'll come and go. But I'm just happy doing what we're doing, man. It's really
just playing.
Yeah,
just like playing kind of music. Because for years I've like played the different things. I've played in like a Dio tribute band at one point.
What, a Dio tribute band? That's awesome.
I know.
What was it called?
Dio Apostles. Nothing fancy in that.
Just keep it simple.
But it's just one of those things that just like a random ad came up on Facebook, and I wasn't in a band at one. I hadn't been in one in a while. I was like, oh, I'll just give it a go, kind of thing. So I listened to a bit of Dio, like kind of Holy Diver, who hasn't had Holy Diver kind of thing. But then they went through basically anything Dio was on, so when he played for like Black Sabbath and stuff like that, so got to play like that. Just like kind of opened up the kind of music, so it's just like trying to listen to different music in that as well. Yeah. They will play something, and then when it was a college with Chris, when we sort of talk about this, we always says, oh, we need to start a band. We need to start a band. They got a band basically like this. So I remember him showing me like the first demo song, and I thought, oh, I really liking it. So, but we're that busy we couldn't do it, and then when kind of college finished, that's where we're like, right, this is when it starts. Yeah. So that's when like he'd sent me a couple more, and I was just practicing them all, and he came and jammed a bit, and then Keith came with one. So we're just adding more and more people. Yeah. And then we got everywhere we got.
Like I say, I hate to repeat myself, but it happened like so organically. It's weird. Like usually, when you do bands, you'll go and practice with somebody. Maybe that doesn't work. Then you'll go and maybe do something else. Go and do this. But this, it seemed to just kind of fit together. All the puzzles just kind of fitted together, and we recorded, got gigs like that, and it's just happens.
Any plans for a full length? Yeah.
Well, that's what we're doing just now. We've got everything we've recorded just now. We're playing live. That's what we're playing. Every gig that we've got up to, that's what we're going to be playing. But so in the back kind of ground, we're writing an album. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to do this ourselves. And that's it. It's the plan. It's just to write something and just keep doing what we're doing.
So what's the kind of whole is trying to be like DIY as possible? Like, Keith does the art and everything like that, and Chris trying to do like the mixing and mastering kind of stuff, just trying to do a lot of it on our own, just kind of keep between us. It's more, and then it's a learning thing as well. So actually Chris is loving it. It's a lot of stuff he hadn't done like a full band, he hadn't done like full drums and that every mic and that, all the guitars, just everything together. So it's like a good learning curve, and then to be able to do it ourselves, we've got kind of what we want kind of thing. So we will kind of we work with other people and stuff, but doing it ourselves, like there's more enjoyment of it. But it's just like this is our thing. So we made it from like the ground up, like all the way from the top. It's not like so we kind of passed it on to someone to do the rest for us. We don't kind of just do that. It's like kind of more pros, more of the songs as well.
I think if we're going to do something like an album, it will be us that kind of do it, so we can stand back and go, by the way, we've done this. This is ours. So whenever this stops, which probably will at one point at least, then we can see we've come something out of it.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for talking to me, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you. It's been awesome.